Hi, it's Kent, and today I'd like to talk about gratitude. You don't need to be Bob Rotella to figure out that one of the best things you can do for your game is to walk onto the first tee feeling grateful to be there. Because when you're feeling grateful, your mind and body are freed up. You can more easily accept mishits and misfortunes. And if things are coming together and you're having a really good round, well, your feelings can move from really good to great. And ultimately, that's why we're on a golf course. Now, gratitude is a concept, but it's also a feeling. It's mostly a feeling. And it's important to connect with that feeling if you want to cultivate gratitude, be more grateful on the golf course. So how do you do that? Well, one way that I do it is every now and then I'll just sit back and I'll reflect on the reality of my game. Not the reality of my game in terms of my scores and, my stats and all that stuff, but the reality of my game in terms of, the big picture, the biggest picture. And the biggest picture is I'm healthy enough to be there. I can afford to go pay for my round. There's no emergencies in my family that are taking me away from being on the golf course. So I'm just very, very fortunate. And also, when I think in this way, it dawns on me that, you know what? I don't just walk out my back door and wave my magic wand and suddenly a golf course appears. I mean, when I go over to play golf at my club, our owner has to be willing to keep it operating. There are staff people, or maintenance people, cutting grass and setting pins and rolling the greens and all of those things that have to happen for the course to be in the condition to play, to make it playable. The pro and the men and women in the pro shop, I mean, they have to make sure things are scheduled appropriately so that people can get a tee time and, et cetera, et cetera. If I need a lesson, there's a pro to give me a lesson. If I need a sandwich, there's someone there to make me a sandwich. I mean, there's a lot of things that have to come together, a lot of people that are willing to put their time and passion and energy into making this happen. So, and this is not anything that I control. This is just something that's there for me. And you know what? I'm really grateful for it. And if I feel that sense of gratitude, then when I interact with these people, I can simply say, thank you. And when I do that, when I make that a habit, when that's part of what's in my bones, if you want to call it that, then I find it's easier for me to step on that first tee, be grateful for being there. And when I'm grateful for being there, it gives me a good chance to have a great round.